Well, waiting on some parts. Finish up the front, so I figured might as well do something to the back. So I butcher hacked the wheel wells out in the box for the slick thing. Room down in there. Now what the plan is, either move them over and put a piece of metal in there, or go to the junkyard, cut some off long, and weld them in. I'm going to put the slicks on here and see what it looks like. Well, I managed to come up with some wheel tubs out of a different S-10 box. And I've been working on them to get them to fit. I think I got them where they fit down in there pretty good. Maybe. A little bit to get them down in there. Never shove it down in there too far. Excuse me. There. I just need to go around and shine all that up so I can weld it on. And I should be done with those. Of course, that side's on too. Actually, it's not permanently on, it's just sitting in the hole. Then I'll have some wide tubs and I should be able to put the slicks on. I was going to put them on before to see what they look like in there, but there's no point in doing that when I'm ready to weld. I'm not going to weld around my slicks. I got some junk tires on to do that. Good part about it is they're even blue, so I don't have to paint them. Might not match, but good enough for the moment. Better than red or green or yellow or something like that. I do have a valance panel to stick back there. At least that way I can have a spot for a license plate. I guess I could hang the license plate up underneath there, like they did from the factory if you didn't have a rear bumper. Other than that, getting along pretty good on it. Did cut like an extra chunk of metal out of the floor of the other box. So if I run my pipe for the roll bar down here to wherever the cross member is under here, I can put it around the hole that I cut in the floor. I guess it'll be over in here somewhere. Close to where the frame is. And where I'll stick it at. There's the frame, there's the cross member under here. Actually, it's up in here, I guess. Might be up in here and go whoop. Anyways, I'm going to get these welded on. Clean up all the gunk on them. Still got a lot of undercoating underneath there is going to have to go. Because all that's going to keep it from sitting down on there. I got the wheel tub shined up so I can weld it together all the way around her. Get it underneath too, where the undercoating is. So it doesn't cause any problems under there, but along there a little bit too, but should be good enough to put down in there, start tack welding it in and weld it all in, and next time you'll see it, both sides will be completely welded in. That side's done, at least done welding. I'll have to do some grinding on it. I was going to run some seam sealer around it and cover that up, but you can see there, that's the difference between clean metal, welding clean metal, and welding dirty metal. And I cleaned all that up, but I should have did a better job of getting the undercoating out from underneath there. Because when it starts to just start, anyways, when you're welding and it gets like a hole through there, the undercoat starts burning. And all the fumes and garbage come up through there and it ruins your weld. Anyways, we'll just have to grind on that. I ran some seam sealer across it. I mean, there were some spots that was working good. And you get into that there and it starts burning crap up through there. There you can see it was working good too, but anyways, that don't matter. I'll grind on it, run some seam sealer around it when I'm done. Kind of seal it all back up so it looks a little better. There you can see the welds look good. Cleaner down there, all there was paint. Up underneath there is undercoat. All that crap's burning and it burns up and the smoke goes through those holes. the heat holes, I guess you call it. Anyways, onto that side, but it's break time now. Alright, been working on the passenger side wheel tub. It all cleaned up. I just need to kind of position it and tack it in place. And I'll start welding it in. I'll show you when I'm done. I can bolt the slicks back on. See what they look like on it. Get a good view from behind. Well, I managed to push the S-10 outside. Got my master cylinder today. We'll get started on the brakes here soon, but what I pushed it outside for was to grind the welds around the wheel wells. So that's done. I seam sealed it. Now all I need to do is take a little paint, stick on there, like a foam brush. I'll probably take some black paint and just run a strip of black paint around over the top of that, covered up for now. And then I'll take it back inside, take the slicks off, and do it up underneath in there where the seam is too. Back up in there. And then we'll be done with that part. I made a little more progress on the S-10. Got the seam sealer painted over. Guess that looks better than seam sealer being there, at least it won't rust. So if you look in there, you can see what I've been doing. Pretty much got most of the dash installed, except for the heater controls, which I've come to find out it's kind of difficult to come up with for this style heater, because this has the C41 heater in it, which means it has no vacuum ports. It's just all cable driven. And for this style dash, 86 and 87 are the only 2 years that had the heater controls, and I never got the heater controls with this dash when I got it. So looked on eBay, and there was one on there, and the guy, it just showed a picture of a pickup with, it said heater controls for sale, which is kind of dumb, but he got back to me and he said he took them out and they were broke on the backside. So that ended that. And there was a set on there that actually sold like last week that looked good, so that would be normal for me. A day late and $1 short. I did get the master cylinder on, got the proportioning valve on, lines ran. Bolted to the little bracket there, so next thing I need to do is either need to run some brake line or stick the engine and transmission in and take the A-arms off, or make a roll bar for it. Haven't decided yet. Still need to find a piece of plexiglass or something for the back window. Other than that, moving along pretty good, and I had to buy me a battery the other day too, because I have no batteries. Anyways, getting further along, there's the old dash. Well, it was originally in the cab, but look at it, she's getting pretty bad. Getting all cracked up. Not that the one in it's perfect or anything, but it's a lot better shape. It's only got like one crack in it here. I guess there's a little tiny one there, but the rest of it don't look too bad. You notice it has no vents in it either. That's part of that C41 heater option, which means no vents. Just the heater and the frost, just the way I like it. Plain and simple. I was working on the S-10 a little bit more here, and I got all the brake lines ran. Got them all routed. I don't know if it's where they need to be, but it's where I like it to be. Probably should blast that clip up and paint it, since the rest of them are painted, but lines ran over there to the hose on that side, and of course this is down, splits off, and then line going to the back. Might have to move that one up, I don't know. Don't know if it's going to interfere with the headers. But you can see it's all ran down the frame. Had to loop around right there. Thought about cutting a hole through the frame, but I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I ran to the back, up to the top here, and I got all brand new hoses on it. And down to the axle, and then over to each side. And those are custom made brake lines. Just went and bought a roll, actually 2 rolls of line. I don't know if I showed this before, but they come with new fittings, assortment of new fittings, different sizes and stuff. That worked out pretty good. So all that work's done, but of course these ain't hooked up yet. Old ones are still on there, but probably the next thing I'll do is put the engine in and trans in. That way we can take the A-arms and all that stuff off. Rebuild them because these bushings are shot. And I have different rotors for it because these ones are getting pretty thin.